Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our very special Full Sail News Murder Mystery Edition. We start today off with some breaking news coming from our very own studio. Earlier this morning, before the studios were open, my co-host here, Aiden, was found beaten to death by what appears to be, wrench marks, yeah. Not much is known about this mystery yet, but we will keep you updated as more information is revealed. In other news, a local grip truck at Full Sail University was broken into overnight, with thieves stealing thousands of dollars in film and production equipment. Security officials say that the truck's locks were cut with bolt cutters before the suspects made their getaway. The exact list of stolen items hasn't been released, but authorities could believe the loss will impact upcoming student productions. Anyone with information is urged to contact Full Sail Security. Anyone fans of fried chicken out there? I mean, besides me? Well, be wary, because construction crews renovating the University Boulevard Chick-fil-A made a shocking discovery this morning. Human remains buried beneath the kitchen floor. Police say workers found a partial skeleton while removing concrete. Investigators believe that the remains may have been there for decades, possibly dating back to before the restaurant was even built. Forensics teams are now working to identify the individual and determine the cause of death. Renovations are on hold, and the location will remain closed until further notice. In some more exciting news, local music sensation Dan Romo is making waves today with the release of their highly anticipated debut solo album. Known for their powerful genre-blending sound, Romo says the project reflects years of personal growth and creative experimentation. Fans can stream the album starting today on all major platforms. I will be sitting down with Dan later in the show to talk more about the inspiration behind their music and what's next for their career. And now, we are going to head to our reporter in the field with some potential murder suspects.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jake Ariba for Full Sail News. Early this morning, a tragic incident occurred here inside our own Full Sail studios. We managed to track down a few suspects and hopefully get to the bottom of this. Maybe even get a confession. Come on. Awesome. So I'm here with Lise, of course, assumed innocent until proven guilty. So I'm just to start off with some basic questions. Just like to know, did you happen to know the person who died in there?
Oh, I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea what happened. I just walked in and saw a bunch of police here. I was so surprised.
Interesting. Yes, seems likely. Anyways, just spitballing. What were you doing this morning? Around 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, I was grabbing some breakfast. Good croissant, ham and cheese breakfast. Yeah.
Breakfast at 8:30?
Yeah.
I don't know, folks. Question though, how many times in the last week would you say you held a wrench? A nice heavy wrench.
Well, it's hard to say. I don't.
Hard to say because maybe you do a lot, several wrenches.
Well, I mean, I fixed my bike this week. My bike broke it down, but I'm not really a person with tools per se.
I think it sounds like you're covering up for something at the very least. You still haven't given us a number. Could we get a number maybe?
2.
2 seems low. 2 seems low. Just on that topic, would you consider yourself someone who regularly carries around tools?
Not really. I'm more of a designer than a workman.
All right. Well, we'll see about that, of course, when our investigation concludes itself. I just have one quick final question for you, of course.
Gotcha.
Just keep it light and friendly. Just murder says what?
No clue.
We got a quick one there, folks. Catch up to you with our second suspect. Now, for starters, Nelson, I just want to ask you, as a work study here, what time do you get in here in the morning before everything starts? And did you get a chance to see what happened before we started today?
Well, typically I show up here around 30 minutes before class starts. And when I walked in, I already saw the body.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I was like...
So just to make it clear, you get in with just the convenient amount of time possible to have committed the crime and got away with it? That's about 30 minutes worth of work there, right, I would say? You don't need to answer now, just wanted to throw that out there. Next question I just wanted to ask you was, how close were you with the deceased? You being in the work study intern, you make a lot of friendships here. How close were you guys?
I don't want to say we were close at all. I'd say you probably went to a bar one time. That's about it.
Right. You wouldn't bludgeon your close friend to death.
Oh, no.
Maybe an acquaintance though.
Yeah.
Right.
But no.
So next up, if I were to, acquire a wrench here, right? Just, a handy wrench for fun, and I were to say hand you this wrench, but I said you weren't allowed to fix anything. What's the first thing you would do with that wrench?
I'd probably throw it.
At a person to kill them?
I don't know. I'll just throw it up in the air.
At a person to kill them?
If they just happen to be
You kill a person with the wrench? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying if they just happen to be where it lands, that's on them. I didn't mean to.
So you would deliberately throw a wrench in the air with the intent, not intent to harm, but without the care of harming people? Murder says what?
I plead the fifth.
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 And there you have it, folks. A rather suspicious interview.
What, because I'm black?
Yes. All right. Now, first off, I just want to ask you, where were you during the time of this incident? It was pretty early in the morning.
What morning?
I actually don't know. 2 days ago, I think, the morning of this event that took place. This very tragic event that I should have known when it happened.
Well, I was probably here, since if it took place here, and you can't get in here unless I'm here, then I was probably here.
So it took place at a time where most other people couldn't get in, and you were definitely here?
Well, I have to be here to let people into here, so yes.
Sounds pretty incriminating, folks. Anyways, now next up, this student who was affected. Would you say this was a pretty unruly student, a student that you really just sometimes wanted to?
And
you
who was this student?
The victim.
There's a victim?
The victim, the one that's dead.
Oh, there's a dead victim. Okay. Well, I don't know who it is, so how would I know? If it's one of the ones that I would personally, most students I would probably want to, but how do I know which one we're talking about?
Well, if you would, most students, then I guess it's safe to assume that.
Well, you all could use a good. So.
Sounds vaguely incriminating, folks. Anyways, would you consider yourself pretty handy with tools? You get a nice hefty wrench in your hand. You think it's.
Well, I hung all the lights in here, so I know how to work a wrench.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Knows how to work a wrench. That's a huge check mark in our investigation here. Now,
So does
speaking
that
of
guy
using,
from Dodgeball. So.
That's true. Well, he was dodging wrenches. Doesn't seem like our victim was dodging many wrenches, though. Speaking of wrenches, how much damage do you think you could do with a good wrench, a good hefty swing?
I don't know.
Enough to kill, you think?
It depends on the wrench. I've seen little wrenches, and I've seen big wrenches. So I guess it depends on the wrench.
That's true. It all depends on the wrench. And one final question I just have for you. We like to keep it lighthearted here, folks. We like to. Everyone has fun. And Murder says what? I don't really know how to follow that one up. Feels like I've been outsmarted there. So our first question today, I would just, like to gauge. Do you happen to know about the tragic event that took place?
I think, yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Very interesting. And do you know any circumstances?
No, it was just like, they kind of, described it as like my buddy Aiden. I don't know, but I don't know. It could be anybody, but who knows?
You said your buddy Aiden, but yet you don't seem to be too upset about it.
I saw it coming. I'll be honest with you. So, how feel?
You saw it coming. Now it's funny you say that because our sources indicate that we actually had a few people witness the two of you in a pretty forceful argument on the morning of the event. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. We were just arguing, playing Plinko, and it just shit got out of hand, It was just crazy.
Was there a reason for the argument? Anything to do with any sort of tools or anything like that?
Well, he gave me $100 to gamble. I threw it away. Then he got pissed off at me, threw a wrench at me, and then it was gone the next day. I kind of blacked out after that, so.
Interesting. You say you blacked out after he threw a wrench at you, and then the wrench disappeared?
Yeah. The wrench. I don't really know what happened. I just blacked out. Too much Fireball, so
Very interesting. Yeah. That sounds like a very interesting night you had there. I just had one more quick question. Murder says what?
What?
And well, folks, I think that has it there. Well, there you have it, folks. 4 suspects, 4 shaky alibis, and a wide open case. And maybe a dumb suspect that gave it away. Anyways, back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back, everybody. It seems while we were on break, someone left a note for me right here on the desk. And you know what that means. It's time for my favorite segment here at Full Sail News, Clue of the Day. All right, this doesn't seem like any ordinary clue. In fact, it seems more like a ransom note, if anything. Except it's written like a haiku. It reads, "The eye that never blinks, watching all from the dark, knows who held the wrench." Well, that's unsettling. Let's break that down, shall we? The eye that never blinks. That could mean a camera lens, security camera, Eye of Sauron, or maybe our very own camera operator. Watching all from the dark. That sounds like someone hiding in the shadows, like Batman, or maybe someone backstage, maybe the teleprompter, or perhaps even Jeff, our studio owner. And finally, knows who held the wrench. That bloody wrench again, our recurring murder weapon. So whoever this mysterious poet is, they know exactly who did it. And whoever wrote this haiku, I have one thing to say to you. Very creepy, but points on the creativity. So, there you have it, tonight's clue of the day. And remember, viewers, around here, the news never sleeps. And apparently, neither do the poets. When we come back, our own Chef Zion will show us what he's been making in the kitchen. Stick around. We are here now, live in our studio kitchen, with our guest host, Chef Zion. Zion, what are you going to be making for us today?
Well, I was planning to make spaghetti for you,
Buonanotte.
but it seems like the stove is broken, so it looks like someone used a wrench to destroy my stove. So today, I'm gonna make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That does seem a bit unfortunate, but do you have any idea who might have done this?
It could have just be Aiden, but that's just me though. So he's just probably just jealous of my cooking skill.
That would certainly be interesting. Now, how are you going to be starting us off here with the sandwich?
Well, today, I'm gonna need you to be right here.
Okay.
So first, we're gonna have a plate.
Okay.
I'm not using any type of plate because I don't feel like doing the dishes, man. So we're gonna take 2 pieces of bread
Okay.
because it's just 2 pieces but bread.
Are those end pieces?
Yeah, those are but bread.
Are you psychotic?
I mean,
Not even that. Get out of here.
shut up, man. Just watch and learn. So lastly, we're gonna use a knife.
Knife?
A spatula.
Spatula? What, are we making Krabby Patties?
No, but all this murder stuff going around, they say I cannot use a knife. So today, just gonna use a spatula.
Easy now. I don't want to get hash linked or slashed. Anyway, tell me what's going on next.
So next, we're gonna go in the fridge and get myself peanut butter and jelly. All right, peanut butter and jelly. So first, we're gonna take the peanut butter, open that up. Open it up.
Okay.
Just give me a sec. Open it up.
I'm hourly.
take the spatula. Hard. Put that on there. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, looks good.
Now you got a dookie.
Okay, I get the gist now. What's next?
Next, it's the grape. The grape jelly.
Oh, you're gonna add that with the jelly?
What else?
That's interspecies breeding right there.
In my species. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there. Bow. 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 Bow.
right.
Bow. You feel what I'm saying?
You gave it. Yeah, I
It's-
see.
Okay, next, we're gonna put them together.
Oh my
And then boom. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. Fascinating. Yeah, well, there you have it, folks. Killer peanut butter and jelly sandwich, yeah. All right, after this quick commercial break, we will be right back.
You wanna eat that?
I'm gonna eat it.
Take a bite.
Use only your mind. Place the order now.
Order up for Dustin. I don't have any money. Whoa. What if somebody ordered pizza with their mind?
Actually, now there is a way to order pizza with your mind.
What?
With the new Domino's Mind Ordering app.
I am never asking that man to make me a sandwich again. Chef Boyardee type mother. Let's check in with our other reporter out on the street who is acting as our studio sketch artist.
Hello there. My name is Kyler Austin Anderson Hurdle II. I am a part of the Full Sail team news reporter trying to find this suspect. And you might have heard me before because I am Full Sail's renowned sketch artist, the one and only. I know. Anyway, you're gonna come with me to figure out who killed our beloved, not so beloved news anchor. Let's go.
Yeah, I just saw him walking by here. He seemed to be like in quite a rush. He was like super tall. He had like luscious brown hair, kind of crazy at sometimes. He was wearing glasses, had kind of like a goatee rocking it like real well. He had a very flamboyant shirt, you know, so I could tell he was a very distinguished gentleman. But yeah, I think I saw him running that way actually.
You know, person I saw was an older gentleman, you know, wearing jorts, wide jorts, who knows. He was white, you know, about 60, about 80. Weighed about the same weight as like a water bottle. It's pretty light fellow. What else did I say? I don't really remember much. Oh yeah, that's right, he had dreads. White guy having dreads, I don't know. I guess that's okay for killers. But that should make it pretty easy. So, you know.
Yeah, dude, I saw this guy. He was kind of crazy. He got like green hair. I've never seen that. Like bleached skin, all white. He was like 6 foot, had like this purple tuxedo or something like that. He had like a red tie. He was going around like waving his knife around the air. He was crazy, dude. Never seen anything like him before. He had this maniacal laugh. Oh my God. Gives kids nightmares, I bet. Seriously. You got all this, man? Gee.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy. He was crazy, running around, murdering people. Bro, I swear, you guys get do something about this. Insane.
Hello, it's me, the renowned Full Sail News sketch artist, out here in the blazing heat just to find out who did us a favor and killed that news artist. Now, here is our suspect. As you can see, I got the details of the curly hair, the old man, the smile. I did forget the glasses, but I was too lazy to draw it, and the Jordans. If you see this man, please, run. But before you run, make sure to thank him. Back to you in the studio.
Well, that was quite an interesting sketch. I didn't think people could look like that. I'll have to keep my eyes open for them. Oh, seems we have a special guest. Hey, guys.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Jacob. I'm with CSI, just here to clean up the mess. Yeah, I would say, in my professional opinion, this is in fact a dead body. We can take it from here.
Hey, wait. Don't I know you from somewhere? You look familiar.
Oh, yes. I was actually one of the reporters from earlier in the show. I'm just on call for my other job right now.
Of course.
He made you a sandwich. I don't see you noticing that.
Your sandwich sucked.
Yeah. All right, we'll get this out of here now.
Hey, wait, Jacob. Would you mind staying and giving our audience at home a quick lesson on forensics?
I don't see why not.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to step aside for a quick commercial break while our crime scene experts handle this mess.
All right, let's just,
You're becoming quite a celebrity.
From your secret friend. Any of this mean anything to you?
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
All right. Hi, folks. Welcome back. Welcome to Crime Lab Corner. Today we've got a bunch of fun lessons to teach you guys just how to dispose of a body. And our first lesson is going to be about fingerprints. Everyone's got them, and it could be a key giveaway of trying to get away with a murder. So that's why it's always important to bring gloves. The tighter they are, the better. That way it's harder to trace it back to you if they don't fit right. Next up, we have DNA, like the blood. And this is a big one, because this tracks back to your individual genetic code for people to find you. So make sure the only blood at the crime scene is from the victim, otherwise you might need to bring a mop and a bucket. Finally, our last lesson for today is about decomposition. What is that, you ask? I don't know, but the script says it could take weeks to months for a body to properly decompose, leaving horrid smells. And I wouldn't do that if I were you. Instead, think about getting a large barrel or bathtub full of sulfuric acid and it'll dissolve the body much quicker. Well, that's all we've got for you today on this time on Forensics Corner. Back to you at the desk.
That was disturbing, to say the least. I might have to talk to Mr. Pinkman after the show. But anyways, we've got a musical guest for you coming up right after this commercial break.
Round fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off his debut solo album, give it up for local legend Dan Romo.
Chase me as pretty lights.
Wow, wow, wow. What an incredible performance, Dan. I must say. Absolutely incredible. It almost makes me forget about the murder that happened here earlier. What? What? Nothing. Anyways, when we come back from commercial break, we will talk with Dan about their new solo album. See you then.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stayed too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Since 2000, speeding has killed a classroom of our children. Shame on you. You can never control the consequences if you speed.
Oh boy. Everyone okay? All right. It seems we just had a power outage in the studio while we were on commercial break. In fact, I'm getting word now that we have some breaking news. It seems our musical guest Dan Romo was killed during the blackout. Oh dear God. Oh, this is just terrible. I was really excited about that album. That could only mean one thing. The killer must be in here with us in the studio right now. So for our final segment in today's show, I'm going to guess who I think could have murdered these two people. Was it Chef Zion with his psychotic cooking techniques like that end pieces of bread? Or could it have been our part-time reporter / part-time crime scene investigator, Jacob? Or maybe it was Jeff, who runs the studio. Anything could be plausible, but I think the person who did it was... Well, would you look at that? Folks, it was the camera guy the whole time! Who would have guessed? Not me, obviously. You're going to jail, boy. You're going to jail, boy. That's it for our show. Another mystery solved and another criminal behind bars. We will see you next time on Full Sail News. Godspeed, you meddling kids.